Yo, we back with the third installment of P. Diddy, The Dichotomy of a Bad Boy Part 3. On this one, we're going to go deep and dive into the narcissistic mind of P. Diddy and the dynamics between him and Cassie's relationship, which led us to this point with this trial right here. And this is not to defame him, to make him seem inhumane, or even tout him as a hero. This is just to see the human side of P. Diddy and just the human side of the human psyche and emotions. Because it's a lot of conflicting things. And like I said, that's why it's called the dichotomy of a bad boy. I'm here to give fair opinions, objective views, not to kick nobody while they down. But we're going to deeply dive into this and talk about it.
Not a hustle to me. This is an art form. This is a love. This is a God superpower. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm just out here doing what I do. And I've gotten better because of life experiences and actually fighting through the frequency of darkness and the gram and the this and the that and, the alcohol and the chicks and all that shit, and it came out on the other side on a love frequency with a love era. Like, I'm just going to lift it up. Go out without a fight. I'm like crazy boyfriend.
Right. But even after they married and got kids and everything else, he stirred up a lot of shit like that, did he?
If they married and got kids, no, I mean, that's when you got to move on. That's the only reason why I moved on. You know what I'm saying? But it's always going to be, that's the thing I have as an artist is my life. You know what I'm saying? I maybe cannot write the best rhymes as Kendrick or Nas. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I was in a dark place for a few years, you know what I'm saying? And I have to give a special thank you. Shout out, thank you. Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Now, let's analyze those clips. He shout out Cassie and said she was there with him through the dark times. Some people said he felt like he was taunting her and trying to impose his power on her still. Also, in the interview, he said he becomes the crazy boyfriend. Then he said those dark moments, when he was on alcohol, drugs, all the women led to some of his art because, art imitates life and so on. Right there, he seems remorseful, seems introspective, reflective, and everything. But as we dig deeper and dive, the conflict comes in what is about to get revealed next after this. But in his interviews, he kind of alludes to, he had some dark moments and some moments that he really wasn't that proud of.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now-settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her. So far, there's been no comment from Combs or his attorney.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Now, with that being said, man, this Diddy case has came to this point. And we know about the free calls. We know about the baby oil, the prostitution, the drugs. To me, man, this sounds like a toxic relationship, man. An abusive relationship, mentally, emotionally, physically. Cassie is a victim, but also she's a willing participant. Now, a lot of people blame it on her age. I give her that. She was young. She probably was molded. She was impressionable. But she made decisions to keep messing with Puff also after the abuse. She would get in relationships with other men, Kid Cudi, her husband now, and still creep around and be with Puff. And as Puff, as a man, I can't excuse his actions either. Because when you're a man of his stature, worth his money, you can't just be doing shit just because you can do it. You got to move with more intent and be careful. And at the end of the day, it's sad all around that one of our heroes, one of the leading moguls, visionaries in black media and black history and just music overall, is subjected to this. And it's because of his bad decisions. You know, I understand drug abuse. I understand everything, depression, whatever. But the main thing that Puff seemed like he was addicted to was power. Power. Control. Peace.